All right, and welcome. We're going to dive on into the exciting part, which is actually creating a Facebook ad for your landing pages. Whether you have a property page or an open house, if it's a new listing. I've done ads, all sorts of ads to generate leads for real estate. I've been a realtor myself, been part of a team, did marketing for a team. Still a realtor, just not active, and even did and helped a digital marketing agency specific for real estate grow to where we're literally spending thousands of dollars every day on ads. And we're just going to dive on in. When you're in your Facebook page, now on the left side, you got your shortcuts and your different tabs. Under Explore, you'll see Ads Manager. If you don't see it, click on the button or tab that says See More. It should pop up there. And when you click on that, it'll automatically take you to where you can create an ad for Facebook. I'm just going to go ahead and go back and show you a different way. If for some reason you did not see Ads Manager right there, then go to your business page. If you need a business page, go ahead and create one. You'll definitely want one. Having a business page for, even if you're a solo realtor, lender, title rep, it's good to have a page. Having a Facebook page is almost like having a driver's license. You kind of have to have one if you want to look like you exist. A little bit silly, but that's where we've come to. I'm going to go ahead and click on my business page. And then on the left side, you got these tabs. You'll want to see a button that says Manage Promotions. Click on that. And once you get here, it's going to be a little hard to find, but literally you scroll to the bottom of the page. Mine's kind of tweaking out a little bit. But see at the bottom, you got About, very, very bottom, small print, About, Create Ad, Create Page, Developers, Careers, Privacy, Cookies. Create on the button that says Create Ad. And then right in the middle, create on the button that says Create an Ad. And it will take you to the Facebook Ads Manager. Now, I have multiple business pages. If you have multiple business pages, it'll sometimes ask you to create an ad account. That's if you have a business manager. But I won't go into that. There's a lot more about Facebook ads that really meets the eye. There's so much more in which I will cover it all in future videos and lessons. So that's why, stay tuned. Keep coming back to the members area. I would definitely, opt in through email. The only time we email people is to notify you of a new video, new training that's come up. But I'll just kind of dive on into the basics of it. If you're new to Ads Manager, it'll automatically have one ad account and it will be your name, as you can see in the top left, and it'll give you a number. Now to add, you'll want to add a credit card, so that, because Facebook will bill you for running ads. It does cost to run ads, which I'll show you in a second. But to do that, you just kind of come over here and it'll take you to settings. Go to the top left and you click on that button. And then this menu will pop up. You got Ads Manager and Business Settings. You scroll down to All Tools and then this whole menu will pop up. Ignore everything. Don't go into it. No need to worry about it. And then come over to the far right. You'll see Settings, Business Settings, and Billing. Click on Billing. And then to the far right, you see Payment Settings with the gear icon. Click on that. And this is where you'll be able to add in your credit card, your payment card, or whatnot. And then what you do is you just hit the top left again where it says Settings, and you'll want to go to Ads Manager. We'll click on that button right there. And this is how your basic Ads Manager will look. This is one of my old ones. I have many, as you can see. If you have a business settings, you can be able to have as many ad accounts as possible and run ads from multiple pages. But again, don't even worry about that. As for realtors and lenders, I'm only going to show you the most basic way to create an ad. So then what you do is you go to the green button and you click Create Ad. And it'll take you to this menu right here. Now you have many, many options, and it will be tempting to try them all. A lot of people have different strategies, but again, I'm going to show you specifically the most simple way, cost-effective way to drive traffic to your landing page or your property page for your open house or a new listing. So for that one, you'll want to use traffic. Traffic tells Facebook, again, we'll just read the definition down here. It says, send more people to a destination on or off Facebook, such as website, app, or messenger, or conversation. Well, we're going to be driving traffic to a funnel or a landing page to promote your property. So you'll want to use traffic. The way, I know you're wondering, well, what's all the differences? Well, you're pretty much telling Facebook how to optimize your ad. Now, brand awareness, Facebook will show your ad to as many people as possible, but it'll show the ad to people who might not click on the ad. Same goes for reach, is to put your ad in front of as many people as possible within your target demographic, for them to take notice of you or see your ad multiple times. Then we got traffic, where it'll try to put your Facebook ad in front of people who are most willing to click on the ad and go to your website. Engagement is you asking Facebook to put your ad in front of people who have a history of engaging with the ads, which means sharing, liking, and commenting. App installs you can ignore. Video views, if you click this, you have to have a video for the ad. And you're pretty much telling Facebook, please put my ad in front of as many people as possible that meet my criteria, that has a history, and they're more willing to watch my video. Lead generation, that is a lesson for a whole other day. Very complex, a little bit complicated. And then everything else you can ignore. Conversion, that's more for people selling product. E-commerce people. Messages, you can ignore as well. For traffic, you come down. For campaign name, we can then change the title. I'm just going to put test property ad number 1. And then hit continue. And then again, you'll want to put the same title for at the top. So ad set name, put property, ad number 1. Again, we see traffic right here. It says choose where you want to drive your traffic. And we're pretty much taking them to a website. A landing page, a funnel, it's the same thing. It's all as a website. Everything else, there's a lot of buttons. I know it might look confusing, but just ignore and only concentrate on what I tell you to do. Dynamic creative, you can ignore. Offer, you can ignore. And we're going to get down to audience right here. So it'll automatically by default put everyone in this location in the United States. Well, we don't really want to advertise a property to all of the United States, right? I'm in San Diego. So let's say I have a listing in San Diego. Well, I don't want to show my ad to everyone outside of San Diego because that's pointless. I only want to show it to people who live in San Diego, who are in the mood or interested in buying a house. So I'm going to go ahead and type in, you can hit the X. And then from where it says everyone in this location, click that and you'll want to put people who live in this location. Because I want only people who actually live there who aren't visiting. Because Facebook will even put the ad in front of people who are just here on vacation or visiting or who don't even live here and they're just passing by. I want people who actually live in San Diego. And I'm going to go ahead and type in the address of the property that I'm advertising for. So let's do 6. And it'll automatically pull it up. So I'm trying to target this area in San Diego. And then right here, it'll automatically do a radius of 10 miles. If you see right under the address, it'll say plus 10 mi, 10 miles. You can click on the area and you can actually make it smaller. One thing I'll notice is after you put in that location, look over to your right. You'll see a box that says audience size. Your audience selection is fairly broad. Potential reach 1 million people. Well, I don't really want to advertise to all 1 million people, and not all 1 million people need to see my ad. Again, I really only want to target people who live around my property, who are interested in buying it. So I'm actually going to lower that mile radius to maybe go down to 5. It'll zone in a little bit more. As you can see, my property is kind of in downtown, so I do want the whole surrounding metro area. Next, let's go down to age. Now you can change the age of people who would most likely be interested in buying a property. Now, 18-year-olds, they're not really in the market to be buying properties. They're a little too young. So depending on how much your property is, obviously, every state's different. I'm starting to see a little bit people in their late 20s starting to buy properties, but very few. Now, for this type of property and where it's located, I would say the minimum age is around 30 who's going to be buying this property. Now, it is in downtown San Diego, so people in their 60s don't really live in downtown. Maybe in their 50s, they're a little bit older, live in the suburbs. So I'm going to go for a little bit of a younger age. I'm going to stay under 50 years old, between 30 to 50. Now again, every city, every area, county, state, you have different demographics, different people, different areas. You know, if they're a suburb area, you choose a different age compared to the other. For gender, you know, you can pick between men and women or all. I would just leave it as all. And then this is where it gets a little nitty gritty. We're going to get down to the targeting. For targeting, again, we're trying to target and find people who are interested in buying a home. So there are a lot of suggestions for real estate, and don't get ready to get carried away. There's a ton of them, and it might be a little bit confusing. Do I use all of them? Do I don't use them all? Well, I'm just going to tell you the ones that are proven to actually put the ad in front of the right people. So I would write these down if you have a notepad, or you can come and refer back to this video when you're creating your ad. But here are some of the basic suggested targeting that I use, or that a lot of people use to put the ad in front of the right people. Now Redfin can be used and is a great way to target people. There will be two. One says employers and one says interest. We don't want to target people who work for Redfin, so we don't want to use that one. We want to use interest. This will target people who have an interest in the Redfin website and who have been on Redfin previously searching for properties. Same goes for Trulia. Again, we just want the interest. We don't want if they're employees. We got Zillow. Premier Agent, that's actually something for real estate agents, not consumers, so I wouldn't click on that. We got Homes.com. Let's see here. We got Realtor.com too. And once you start typing things in the box here, you can even have a button that says suggestions, and it will pop up stuff for you. And there's a bunch of them. Again, I wouldn't use all of them. A lot of these are actually new, very new interests that Facebook has. I wouldn't target people who work for a specific brokerage like Century 21 or Remax or Caldwell. I wouldn't target people who have an interest in that, because people who mostly have interest in that are realtors and lenders. But like relocation, personal, I know that's a good one. Let's see here. We've got pre-qualification lending, property finder. I would say if you're trying to target first-time buyers, that's a good one. This targets people who've had interest in first-time buying websites, articles, and stuff like that. House hunting is a good one. And, house, I would stay away from. Real estate employers, definitely stay away from. Property finder, you can play with them and see what works. You really want to be as narrow as possible. Just from past experience, the ones that we have right here are actually the most accurate and best using interest. So like for sale by owner, not so much. But again, it comes down to testing, and I'll make another video kind of explain how to find the best one that fits you. But we're just going to stick to these right now. And see, as you can see to the right, audience size, our potential reach decreased a lot. Because I changed the age and targeting, it went down to 120,000 people. Now, I do want to get that a little bit lower. I would try to stick to around 100,000 or below, but it all depends on your budget. Right now for a budget, I'm just going to stick to $5 a day, and that's what I recommend for yourself. If you can't afford more, go for it, but a great way to start is just to spend $5 a day. You don't need to spend a whole lot, especially since I recommend you running an ad every single day, no matter what. Always be running an ad, because you can be generating leads every single day. Don't forget, it is a numbers game. So we're going to drop down here. Now, depending on your area, here's a little trick I like to use. You can see this button that says narrow audience. Click on that, and I would put engaged shoppers. And I know you're wondering, why do I want people who are engaged shoppers? Well, look at the potential reach. It decreased from 120,000 people to 37,000 people. Engaged shoppers is a little secret interest behavior, because engaged shoppers are people who actively shop and buy things or opt in to Facebook ads. Facebook tracks people's behaviors and data based on what they click, what they watch, what they purchased. They're always collecting data. And so by having all these interests like first-time buyer, homes.com, house hunting, realtor.com, not only is it targeting people who have an interest in those websites, who have been on those websites, but then we're also saying, and must also match engaged shoppers. So now we're narrowing it down to a little bit further to people who would most likely be willing or easy to opt in to our funnel or click on our page to get to our landing page and give us their information. So 37,000 people. I could probably increase the miles on this. I'm probably going to put 6. 45,000 people. That's pretty good. It is a place in downtown. Again, I would probably say stick to around 100,000, maybe a little over if you're in a big rural city. But try to stay under. The lower the reach, the more detailed targeted your ad will be. We can scroll down. And then we're here to placements. What I would do is Facebook will by default put automatic placements. I would stay away from that. Click on edit placements and you're gonna have all these options because sometimes Facebook they'll run your ad in the marketplace, on the main feed of Facebook, Instagram, their audience network, which I kind of wouldn't really bother. That's more for expert people. And then in Messenger, I don't know if you've ever seen ads in the Facebook Messenger app. I would actually stay away from all these. So go ahead and click on the boxes and uncheck these boxes. For a property ad, I would only stick to feeds and instant articles. So I would uncheck right column, uncheck marketplace, and stories. Sometimes instant articles I don't really care so much for. This is my own preference, so I'm going to uncheck that. You can do both. They're both great places for ads, but this is just what I like to use and seeing good results with. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to keep scrolling down. You even have the option to all mobile devices, just iPhone, Android. I would stick to all. And you can even have the option to say only show this ad to people when they're connected to Wi-Fi and not using their phone service. But I'm going to leave that unchecked. If you are running an ad for a video, I would definitely check this because a lot of people don't watch whole videos or watch much videos when they're connected to like their phone reception LTE and really only wait till they're on Wi-Fi to watch videos. And then now we're going to get to budget. You got daily budget. By default, we'll put $20. So make sure you double check before you hit the submit button so you're not spending $20 a day. But I would put $5. $5 is a great way to start every day. There are other tricks. Another trick, but if this is too much for you, don't worry about it. If you're gonna run an ad promoting an open house or a new listing, and let's say you only want to run the ad for a week. Let's say the listing goes live on a Wednesday and you want to run it from Wednesday to Wednesday or Sunday through Saturday, or just run it for 5 days over the week, over the weekend promoting an open house. Instead of doing daily, click on it and you can hit lifetime budget. And then that way you can put in the dates. So let's say today is the Monday, 8th. Let's say I just want to run it for a week. So I'm going to go back and put the 15th. So now it's only going to run a week. Now double check, by default it will put $350. So make sure you erase this and don't spend $350. So let's say instead of doing a daily budget of $5, let's say over 7 days I want to put a budget of $35. That's still $5 a day. And I know you're wondering, well, what is the difference? What is the difference between putting $5 a day than $35 over 7 days of a lifetime budget? Well, the great way why I do that is with Facebook. Facebook optimizes your ad and will place it in front of the people that met our criteria up here. Now, let's say I put $5 a day. So that way I'm telling Facebook, hey, Facebook, spend $5 every single day. Well, let's say tomorrow's Tuesday. Let's say my ad starts running on Tuesday. Well, let's say all these people who I'm targeting up here, let's say none of them really go on Facebook tomorrow. And there's really no one who would be a good client or a good lead is on here. Then Facebook will have a hard time placing my ad in front of people. But if I'm telling Facebook, spend $5 no matter what, it will spend $5, even if it's putting the ad in front of somebody who might not be the greatest lead. Now, because I'm saying do $35 over 7 days, well, today it can only spend maybe $3, but tomorrow it can spend $7. That's because Facebook will then put the ad in front of people who are most likely going to be a lead, a good lead. So if there's very little people in my target audience on Facebook today, it won't really spend all my money. It will barely spend any money. But if tomorrow, if there's a lot of people who meet my target audience who's on Facebook, well, then it will spend a little bit more to keep putting my ad in front of the right people who would most likely be interested in my ad, and it'll turn into a lead. So that's the difference between daily and lifetime. Again, if that is a little too complicated for you, just stick to daily and stick to $5 a day. It's just a great way to get started and to just start getting leads right away. Leave the rest as is. You'll want to optimize for ad delivery and link clicks. Click on continue. Next, we're going to get into the fun part of actually creating the ad. We'll go ahead and change the name here change the title there, and you scroll down, we got identity. This is where you click on your Facebook page. It'll say Facebook page. Your Facebook page represents your business. It'll be a little drop down. By default, it will put your actual business there, but since I have many business pages, I'm going to go ahead and find mine. So Cindy and Lisa, make sure you click on the right business page, Facebook page your ad's going to run from. And then now we're going to get the fun part. You got different ads. We got carousel, single image, or collection. Let's see here. Oh, sorry, went blank for a second. So we're going to go with single image or video, leave as is, scroll a little bit down. Now if you just want to run an ad with one picture, leave it as is. We got it clicked on image right here, and we can upload image. We can click on an image and it'll just be a one image. So let's see here. Click on an image and it'll start populating right there. As we can see down here, this is what it'll look like. Now, I don't really like images with just single image, and here's the reason why. I think it would be best to do a slideshow video. And don't worry, I will show you exactly how to create a slideshow video, just because slideshow videos optimize more. Facebook loves videos, so when you create ads that are videos, it will give it to a further reach and show your ad to more people. And more people will more engaged with the videos. There's more to ads or video ads, especially when it comes to retargeting, but that will be on a lesson a whole other day. So I'm just going to show you how to simply make a video slideshow. We see here we got two tabs, image and the video slideshow. Just click on the button that says video slideshow, and then we scroll down, and on the bottom right we see create slideshow. Then take you to this page, which we can go ahead and just hit continue. There will be different patterns and themes you can create, but for real estate, it's just best to do a generic kind of slideshow video. There are different ratios. If you're only going to be showing it to desktop and no mobile, then I would do rectangle. If you're going to be doing both, I would just recommend sticking to maybe square or original. But let's go ahead and click on the plus sign and add our images. I think Facebook only allows you to do one at a time, which is getting annoying. You used to be able to upload a bunch at a single time. All right, you want to make sure that they're highlighted. You can unhighlight the images if you don't want certain ones, but for these properties, I'll highlight them all and hit continue. For these images, the way that they are, I'm going to probably stick to rectangle just because it shows it more. Sometimes when you put square, it cuts it off. Original will kind of be the same as rectangle. Or let's stick to original. It shows more of the image. And here you can do the image duration. This means that how many seconds for each image. It'll only allow me to show each image for a max of 2 seconds, which will be a total of 12 seconds for the whole video. Now, if you want to change the order of the images, just come down here, and literally it will show this little square image box, and you can just click and drag. Let's say I want to put these images here in this order. And then you can click on the play button to see what it looks like. So it looks good to me. All I have to do is hit the button in the bottom right corner, create slideshow. Well, definitely it takes a few seconds to upload and create a slideshow. Just bear with it. Almost there. But while that's loading, we can start on the next part, which is the description and text. So for the display link, it says optional, and I'll just leave that blank. You don't really need to show the URL in the ad. And then we have the actual description. Now, I already have a description right here. This was the whole description of this property in Redfin and Zillow and whatnot, but you don't want to do that. You don't want a very big description, and in the ad, you don't want to tell them everything about the property, because you want them to actually have enough curiosity to click on the ad, go to the landing page, and give you their information to get more details of the property. So you just want to share enough to pique their curiosity and tell about the property. So we have, let's see, resort. Let's see here. So I just like this first part right here. I'm going to copy that, go to here and paste it. Then we can edit there from there. Let's see here. Probably take this section out. Then we could do that. That sounds good to me right there. What I'll do is I'll just space it down a little bit. I think Facebook is giving me a hard time here. Oh, that was my apologies. I'm actually putting it in the wrong place. So what you do is you actually want to put in text. For some reason, I thought this was the text. So this is a newsfeed link description. This actually will go on the bottom. So just to kind of go through it real quick, we got text area, got the URL. This is the landing page direction you'll want to go to. When they click on the ad, it'll take them to this domain or website. And then we have a headline, and then you can change the button to whatever you like. I like to leave the button as learn more. And then the text area, we'll go ahead and paste the text there. And this is what I like to do to grab attention, is use emojis and big headline. So what I'll do is I'll add probably a flaming emoji. It really grabs people's attention. And then in all caps, I'll put attention. Or actually I'll put attention. That way it really sticks out, stands out, grabs attention. You can put attention new downtown listing, or attention homeowners of San Diego, attention hot new property. I like that one. We got put exclamation points. And then before resort, you can put like another emoji of like a house. I really like to use emojis, and I recommend you do the same too, because it really just pops out. It grabs people's attention. It's been proven that emojis grabs more viewers' attention or consumers' attention. It gets more clicks. So after you have your description, you'll definitely want to put your name, and then your phone number, which can be and then depending on what state you're in, you'll want to put your license number. I know here in California you must put your license number, so I definitely do that. If other states, if you don't have to, then I wouldn't put your license number there then, just so it doesn't look cluttered. You can put, call or text. And then for your website URL, what you'll want to do is go over to your ClickFunnels. This is from property page number 2. And see my domains right here, so I can literally just copy that. Go back to ClickFunnels. Website URL, then I'll just paste it right there. And then for headline, I'll probably use another emoji. I like to use the houses. And then put click here. And then there's even arrow emojis as well too. So I like to put the little arrows to the right because as we can see, the button is to the right. So I'm sticking arrows there saying, click here for more properties and info. I'm giving people instructions and directions to go to get more information. And if you want to see how it looks like, you can just click on the button Add Preview. Oops, I'll show you. Hold on one sec. I'll probably have to save it first before it shows, but you can see that's the desktop mode, and this is what it looked like on mobile right here. And that is pretty much it. Where I was trying to put the text, and I was actually screwing up, is newsfeed, link, description. If it's in the newsfeed, you can put more information here. So you can put stunning new condo. And as you can see, this text will then pull up under the headline. So it just gives you a little bit more room to put more text. As you can see, there's also the Facebook pixel. I would ignore that for right now. And then that is pretty much it. That is your ad. I would definitely recommend going through your tabs and double checking your work and making sure you did everything again. Double check your ad budget. Make sure by default Facebook didn't put a huge number you didn't do. That's set for $5 a day. And then what you literally do would just go and click confirm, and it'll go and create the new ad for you. And that is it. When people click on the ad, it'll then take them to your landing page. So once it loads, I will show you an example. I'm going to go ahead and hit that. And then once you go back into the ad to get what it looks like in the feed, you go back, click this box, Add Preview, the box with the arrow, and then go down to Facebook Post with Comments. Click on that, and it will then show you this is what the ad looks like in the slideshow video. Obviously, click more for more property info. They click on Learn More, and then it takes you to their stunning web page where they then can enter their information to go check out all the property information. So that is it. That is how you create a simple Facebook ad to push traffic to your landing page.